Okay, hello everybody, how's it going? I know it's been about 4 weeks since I put up anything. Very sorry about that, but I just been thinking of what else to do, and the weather had a lot of effect on it too. And now, since we ain't had no rain for a while, I figured I'd try to get back out and do at least something so everybody wouldn't forget about me. Okay, and we're at now the graveyard in Guntersville, Alabama, on the Mount Osano Highway, and it's called Haney's Chapel Cemetery. And as you can tell by this one grave that I'm standing in front of, this person was in the Civil War and died in 1883. He was born in 1839. And he's got kin folks right next to him. His wife is buried here next to him. And she died in 1917. Her name was Nancy Bailey. And been finding some other ones that date back a long time ago. Here's another one. Well, this ain't too far. This person died in 1983. And they're buried right in front of the guy that was in the Civil War. And this one here, I can't make out the year that he died. I don't know if it's 1879. It looks like he was born in 1809. So we're just gonna take a little walk around up here and explore some of these other tombstones. So I hope my volume's okay. Here's another one. Died in 1808. I have no idea what the name is on there. If anybody can see that, maybe you can make it out. Pause and zoom in or whatever. My eyes ain't that good anymore. Here's another Civil War tombstone. He died in 1862. And he's part of the 49th Alabama regiment, I guess, back then. So now we're gonna walk up to another part of the graveyard. And here's some that Frances, she died in 1849, born in 1824. So here's her husband. He died in 1885. He was born in 1821. And here's another one of his wives. She died in 1880. So after the first wife died, he got remarried. And here's another tombstone dating back from 1821 to 1885. The Cooper family. And this tombstone next to it is so old you can't tell any of the writing. I've looked at both sides of it. And you can't tell any of the writing. I'm trying to pick out older looking headstones. Here's one that you can't read either. And then there's another one. You can't read it either. And it's at the base of a big, tall oak tree. About 3 foot round. And here's another Civil War headstone. This one, he died in 1865, born in 1840. And it's so, the headstone's so bad right now, I can't tell what it is. Just like some of the other ones. And now we're going to go over this area. Here's a little newer grave. They died in 1927. And I can't make out the name on it. And this person here, Lena, she died in 1927. She was an Allen. So if there's anybody related to any Allens, they might want to come up here and look around this old. Oop, damn near fell. Sorry about that. Here's some more old tombstones that this person here died in 1845, born in 1820. So they were 25 years old when they died. And God, I can't even read. 1886 when this J.S. man died. He was born in 1813. The grave site next to him is so old I can't read it. Looking at both sides of it. One. Almost everyone down this row right here is so old you can't read them. I should have brought a bottle of water with me. I wasn't thinking about bringing a spray bottle with me to bring up the dating on them. I'll have to remember that when I go back to another graveyard to bring a spray bottle with me. I forgot about that old trick. Just to highlight the tombstone so you can actually see the dating and names on them. Here's a person died in 1867, it looks like. They were only a year old when they died. So back then, a common cold would have killed a little kid, and sometimes adults. But sometimes the fever hit a lot of people too back then. and I'm walking my way around another big oak tree, and I see another Civil War flag. So here's another tombstone of a person that was in the Civil War. He lived to be in 1865. He was born in 1833. One next to him died in 1902, born in 1898. Oh. And here's one of the above ground graves that they used to do back years ago. And I couldn't see out here. Oh God. I can see 1887, the death, and he was born in 1867. So, and straight across from that one is another above ground grave, and the top of it is busted. And there's no thing here saying when this person died or anything like that. So we'll just keep moseying around. As you can tell, this graveyard is pretty well taken care of, and there's people that have been buried here recently in the last few years. So it's not a graveyard that was forgotten about, like almost like the one in the state park in Guntersville, King's Chapel graveyard. At least the state is taking care of it because it's in the park. And the church is taking care of this graveyard. Here's the one, 1937, when this person here died, born in 1887. This person here died in 1920, was born in 1888. Here's another looking old. This person born in 1911 and died in 1941. I bet you that was during the war overseas. Because next to that person is Ross, and he was in World War II. So we're just gonna keep walking. Here's a headstone with a little lamb on it. So this must be a child's. Yeah. They wasn't born, stillborn, born in January of 1912 and died in August of 1912. So they lasted a few months. First time I seen a little baby sheep on a headstone. Here's some more. This person born in 1880 or 1892, died in 1971. So it looks now we're kind of getting back up into the newer graves sites. Of course, I just spotted one person died in 1899 here. So I hope this video is coming out because the sun's so bright on my lens that I can barely see the red recording light on it.